Did you know that a lot of people in Australia actually don't rely on just one job? I mean, really think about that for a second. We're all so used to that standard 9 to 5 grind, right? Just crossing our fingers and hoping that one single paycheck covers the whole shebang. But a growing number of financially successful people are taking a completely different approach. Instead of putting all their eggs into one basket, they're actively out there diversifying. They're literally turning their weekend hobbies, spare hours, and specialized skills into entirely separate income streams, bringing in money from 2 or even 3 different sources at the exact same time. And hey, we're not just talking about a few extra bucks for your morning coffee here. We're talking about combining income streams to bring in thousands of extra dollars every single month. The wild part? Most people just completely overlook these methods because they kind of mistakenly believe you need massive upfront capital or, I don't know, years of specialized training to get started. Well, spoiler alert, you absolutely don't. So, whether you're already living in Australia, maybe planning to move there, or you're just a focused learner looking for some really smart, practical ways to boost your income, stick with me through this explainer. We're going to break down exactly how this is done. Welcome to the Explainer, everyone. If you're into personal finance, business, and just smart money-making ideas, you've landed in the absolute perfect place. Today, I'm revealing the 10 best, most practical ways to make money in Australia. But look, we aren't just going to read off some random list of jobs today. Building real wealth is a strategic progression, so let's dive right into it. We're tackling this top 10 list as a wealth progression arc. We'll be moving through 5 distinct phases today: active income, upgrading your value, being your own boss, making money work, and wrapping up with the ultimate goal. All right, let's kick things off with phase 1, active income. So, in this very first phase, we're looking at the most straightforward ways to basically trade your time for money. Coming in at number 10 is getting a part-time job. If you're a student or maybe just starting your life down under, this is a fantastic entry point. Places like supermarkets, cafes, restaurants, warehouses, and retail stores are pretty much always hiring. Not only does it reliably cover your living expenses, but remember, Australia actually has one of the highest minimum wages in the world. Plus, it gives you that incredibly valuable local work experience. And right alongside that is number 9, working overtime and weekend shifts. Because of Australian penalty rates, working a Sunday or a public holiday can sometimes literally double your hourly pay. So if you're willing to step up and put in those extra hours, you can significantly boost your monthly income without even needing to hunt for a second job. Sticking with our active income phase, we're actually going to jump ahead to number 6 on our overall list: food delivery and ride sharing. Look, if you own a car, a motorcycle, or hey, even just a bicycle, you can immediately jump in and start earning extra cash through these services. And, this perfectly captures the real magic of the gig economy. Picture this. On one side, you've got a traditional job with fixed, rigid hours. But on the other side, ride-sharing and delivery offer you ultimate flexibility. Let's say you're a uni student with a random 3-hour gap between classes. In a normal job, that time is just gone. But with the gig economy, you simply turn on an app and monetize that exact window of time. The biggest advantage here is that you hold the cards. You choose exactly when and exactly how much you want to work. It's the perfect active income stream to fit around the life you're already living. Okay, moving right along to phase 2, upgrading your value. This phase bridges the gap between simply trading hours for dollars and leveraging your actual expertise. And that brings us to number 8, freelancing. Look at the massive shift here. You're no longer dragging yourself through a local commute to trade your physical presence for money. Instead, you're leveraging specialized skills and setting your own schedule entirely from the comfort of your home. If you've got skills in things like graphic design, video editing, programming, writing, or digital marketing, this is a total game changer. You aren't boxed in by geography anymore. You can land clients from literally anywhere in the world, which completely blows the roof off your earning potential. The big takeaway here is that learning valuable skills gives you the ultimate leverage, which leads perfectly into number 5, high income skills. We're talking about highly specialized, super in-demand trades here. Right now, Australia is seeing massive demand for electrical work, plumbing, nursing, IT, and construction. Taking the time to learn these skilled trades, it unlocks excellent salaries and gives you incredible career stability. You go from being just another employee to being an absolutely indispensable asset in the Australian economy. All right, let's step into phase 3, being your own boss. Now our focus shifts to building scalable assets. That brings us to number 7, starting an online business. A scalable asset essentially means your income isn't tied to how many hours you manage to stay awake. I mean, an online store is processing orders at 3 a.m. while you're fast asleep. Whether you get into e-commerce, print on demand, drop shipping, or selling digital products, the internet just offers these endless opportunities to build long-term wealth. But a quick reality check. To actually succeed here, you've got to be willing to learn the ropes, adapt to the market, and above all, stay incredibly consistent. Now, if you prefer working in the real physical world, let's look at number 2, starting your own small business. If you've got a solid idea, Australia is an amazing place to build something successful. Think about everyday services, cleaning, gardening, mobile repairs, car washing, home maintenance. Honestly, you'd be shocked by how fast these types of services can scale up. With low overhead and some serious dedication, a simple one-person operation offering top-notch service can quickly grow into a full-blown local business with multiple employees and super profitable contracts. Next up is phase 4, making money work. This is the phase where the magic happens. It's the vital transition where you stop working for every single dollar and your money finally starts doing the heavy lifting for you. Coming in at number 4 is investing. The crucial concept here is compound growth. If you just leave your hard-earned cash sitting in a traditional savings account, it's pretty much just losing its purchasing power to inflation over time. But by learning about index funds, stocks, or other investments, your money actually starts generating its own money. Obviously, it requires proper research, long-term planning, and understanding the risks, but investing is absolutely how you hit the gas pedal on your wealth. And closely tied to that is number 3, real estate. This has historically been one of the most popular rock-solid wealth-building strategies in all of Australia. It gives you this amazing dual benefit. You generate consistent passive cash flow through rental income while simultaneously getting strong property value growth over the decades. But definitely a word to the wise here, it does require significant capital and strict financial discipline to do it safely. Careful financial planning is absolutely essential before you jump into the property market. And finally, we've arrived at phase 5, the ultimate goal. Let's see how all of this builds up to our number 1 strategy, building multiple income streams. Guys, this is the exact blueprint used by the most financially successful people out there. They rarely, if ever, rely on just one paycheck. They don't just pick one method from this list, they layer them. They start with full-time employment to build a solid base, then they use their evenings or weekends to kick off a freelance hustle. Third, they scale that hustle into a business. And fourth, they take all those extra profits and funnel them straight into long-term investing and real estate. Layering these income streams is, without a doubt, the smartest way to achieve permanent financial security. As we wrap up this explainer, I want to leave you with one golden rule. There is no shortcut to becoming wealthy overnight. Success comes from learning valuable skills, working consistently, and staying patient. That right there is the core truth. Earning more and building wealth, whether you're in Australia or literally anywhere else, requires smart financial decisions and a whole lot of long-term patience. So I want to leave you with one final provocative question to chew on today. Which of these 10 methods are you going to try first? Take a good look at where you currently sit on your own wealth progression arc and decide what your very first actionable step will be today. Thank you so much for joining me for this explainer. Keep learning, keep building, and I'll catch you next time.